Good morning, everybody out there in Belgian golf world. I think we're on day 11 of the golf lockdown due to the coronavirus. Day 11, and I've been relegated to my daughter's bedroom to practice my putting. Thankfully, all my kids are downstairs working for school. It's the big advantage of a modern technology and smart school. So Daddy gets to practice his putting. I'm going to show you how I practice my putting during the lockdown, and hopefully there's some tips that will help you guys practice as well. I'm using my Putt-in-One putting mat. I've also got here my mini mirror. This is going to help me with my club face alignment, but also to get my eyes in the correct position. 30-40 centimeters in front of the ball here, I've put just two little circles. You can use tees for this as well. This is just to help me work on my starting direction, so I see that the ball starts off in a straight line. Halfway up the putting mat, I've got an intermediate hole, a ghost hole the ball can run over. This helps me more when I'm standing over the ball, just to work my eyes backwards and forwards along the putting line. Then I have the bullseye, which I want the ball to roll through into the capture zone, which is about 30 centimeters behind the bullseye, which should give me the correct speed on the putt. If you use the lines on the golf ball when you play in competition, I'd strongly advise using it when practicing, if that's outdoor or indoor. It's important to recreate the same conditions when we practice as when we play. Also, when we're using the mini mirror, that really is going to help us as a good teaching aid, because it's going to give us 2 points of references. We're going to have the line on the mini mirror to help us as a club face alignment, and also the line on the ball to make sure that the two lines are square to each other. So let's give that a try. Hey guys, let's just take a quick look at the numbers here on the Capital. So Capital gives me lots of data points. I've narrowed it down just to 4 data points for us today. So we're going to start with club face. The club face at impact was 0.6 degrees open. Open meaning the ball would start slightly to the right if my aim was good. So to give an idea of what's good or bad, on a 3-meter putt, if we had the club face 1 degree open or 1 degree closed, if everything was equal, if the putt was straight, it means my ball would probably just miss or go in on the edge of the hole at 1 degree. So our putt was 1.8 meters and we only had 0.6 degrees open, so I'm pleased with that. Taking the club shaft here, it says D-loft minus 0.6. That means the shaft was 0.6 degrees forward at impact. That doesn't mean my club face was de-lofted. Remember, you have 2 to 4 degrees of loft on your putter face depending on your make of putter. I have 3 degrees, which means I had enough loft on the club face at impact to get the ball starting rolling well, which has a positive effect on speed, but then also has a positive effect on the line the ball takes, because the speed obviously affects that. Looking here at track, I've made this simple today. We're not going to talk about track, we'll talk about path. So path is really just the line the club takes as it moves backwards and forwards. I'm going to play this for us here. You can see how the club moves back on just that little arc movement, the little ellipse movement. Now, to give an idea, why is path important? Well, as we said earlier, the club face is probably going to be definitely the biggest determining factor in which direction the ball goes. But the better our path is, the easier it's going to be to control that club face. And it's also going to reduce the amount of spin on the ball, side spin, if our club face is good and our path is bad. So it's going to help the starting direction, absolutely. Not as much as the club face, but it's going to have a positive influence if it's good. The last data point we're going to look at is the arc. The arc is just where I touch the ball. So we can see here that I hit the ball slightly on the upstroke. So the purple line shows us that the lowest point of my movement was 1.3 centimeters behind the ball. So I've hit the ball as the club started to move slightly on the upstroke, which is going to help. Thanks for watching. I'm going to try and put something on once a week to help you with your practice. Remember, keep practicing. Hopefully it won't be too long before we're back out on that golf course. And in the meantime, stay safe.